Artist Swimming wants to bust the stigma. We're going to head to the pool with William, but also the Prime Minister, Chris Hipkins, is here live before 8. Stay with us. Mayon, and welcome back to AM. Great to have you with us. It is 17 away from 8 o'clock. Let's go to William now, who's at the West Wave Pool in Auckland's Henderson, catching up with some synchronised swimmers before we get to the Prime Minister. William.
Yeah, Morena Ryan, we're at West Wave Pool here in Henderson, and we're at the New Zealand Artistic Swimming Nationals, which is synchronised swimming. And look, the girls are about to go for it now. You want to have a look at this. Look at that. Up. Boom. But we're joined here by Shirley Hooper and a young little boy here, Howard Zhang. But we'll start with you, Shirley. Good morning. Lovely to be here with you this morning. Howard, good morning to you as well. Shirley, can you tell us a wee bit about the New Zealand Artistic Swimming, synchronised swimming?
Yeah, so formerly known as synchronised swimming, now known as artistic swimming. The most amazing thing now is there's an opportunity for men and boys in our sport. So we used to be one of only 2 sports that were female only, rhythmic gymnastics and us. But this year, next year at the Olympics, for the first time, there will be men and boys, or men, not boys, men.
Well, that's a first. That could be good for me. There's hope for me yet.
Mate,
So maybe
there's always hope for you, mate.
Well, Howard, mate. So you're a champion. You're the first ever champion of the sport. You've only been doing it for 8 months.
Yes.
What was it that got you into the sport?
Well, my mom is a coach in Auckland Mermaids, and she asked me if I wanted to try synchro swimming, and so I said yes. After the lesson, I actually loved it, and I would like to say a big thank you to Coach Tamara for making this possible for me.
Well, I want to ask Howard and Shirley, what does it take to be a synchronised swimmer? I'll put it in the middle there.
You need really good flexibility.
Yes.
So you want to be in flat splits, but when you start, you don't have to be flat, but we work with you to get you flat. You need to be a very good swimmer and comfortable in deep water. And you need to be able to feel music. You need to be able to count music and understand. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
And what's your favourite part?
My favorite part is when you do a combo with other people, because they're kind of like your friends.
Yeah. And you're on the top of a lift, aren't you? So that's even more cool. Yeah.
Well, look at that. I'm going to maybe potentially get in the pool with you, Howard, and hopefully you can teach me a bit about synchronised swimming as well. So out of those 3 things, I think I can only feel the music. I'm not flexible, and I can't swim very well. So we'll see how we get on.
We can make anything work with time.
Okay, I might need the flotation devices on the biceps, but we'll catch you in a bit, guys, hopefully from out of the pool. Thank you.
Nice one, William. Look at the swimmers behind. They've just casually been doing flips and all sorts in the pool. Incredible. Good on them. William will be in there with them, giving it a go a little later on. If you would like a visit from him, get in touch with us. feedback@amshow.co.nz. It is 14 away. All right, thanks so much for that, James. It is 27 after 8, and we're going to check in with William now, who is this morning, can you believe it, at the Artistic Swimming Nationals in Auckland. William, good morning. A big day for the artistic swimmers this morning.
Round 3, 4, 5, spin, round, Oh, hey, Ryan, sorry, I didn't see you there. Sorry, that's my team there. It's a massive day. I'm going to be synchronised swimming, artistic swimming for the first time. You don't want to miss it. I'm just trying to go over our routine now. I'm super nervous. As you know, I'm not very good in the pool. They couldn't find me a Speedo. Could be doing it nude. You never know. So hang around. Anything can happen right now.
Well, hopefully not. It's a children's event. But William, have you got the nose thing? Because you know how they get to stop the water going up their nose. They've got a special device. Do you have one of those?
Yeah, they've got me a nose thing, and there's a couple of little additives I'm not going to tell you now, but they're really looking after me down here. So it's going to be fun.
All right, we'll come back to you
Lots of fun.
after the news at 8:30. It is 28 minutes after 8 now.
I suspect rhinestones are in his future. Coming up, rhinestones on Speedos. Coming up, tech tycoon Elon Musk is searching for volunteers to try out his controversial brain microchip. More on that after the news.
Yeah, for old Nicky. 12 away from 9 o'clock. Finn Hogan, News Hub's tech expert with us this morning. Are we going back to William? Yes, we are. Let's check back in with William now, who's at this year's Synchronised Swimming Nationals Championships at Westwave in Henderson in Auckland. William, come in.
Yeah, morena, Ryan. Look, I'm about to actually join the Mermaids, the Mermaids synchronised swimming team. But first, I just wanted to ask Shirley about some of the intricacies that you need to know, the hardest parts about learning how to synchronise swim, because it is not easy. And I'm about to do it on debut on live TV, which is why am I doing this?
I cannot wait, William. He's been doing a few rehearsals. He's been doing an excellent job. Counting is probably the most important thing, so I reckon you can manage that brilliantly. And counting under the water, so that athletes actually communicate under the water. They can listen to the music with underwater speakers, but they also count because they all have to be counting on the same one. So you'll hear them under the water going, so you listen for that.
I'm going to do a few myself, so watch out for that. But Shirley, without further ado, we'll give it a crack.
And I think you might need this.
Oh, I might need this. Well, we're going to get into it, guys. Here we go. Shirley's going to be the commentator, so she's going to run you through the whole entire ordeal. So without further ado, here we go. We'll put this on. How does it look? All right.
Good luck, my friend.
Thank you.
I think he's actually quite nervous, I have to say. Which I'm not surprised. It is a little bit harrowing when you get in the water for the first time. So we're watching him head towards the Mermaids team. And if you were there for the first cross, you will have seen Howard, who's in the front with William. And Howard just won our Dolphin Figures, our beginner figures competition. So he is our up-and-coming swimmer. So this is not bad, to be fair. Not bad at all. He's, in fact, brilliant. So very good extension. Oh, he gets his own personal dive entry, and then in come the rest of the team. So one of the cool things about artistic swimming that many people don't know is that you're always in a dive well at this level. So our nationals are here at Westwave, and they're always in the dive well. And so when people are doing lifts, you can't touch the bottom of the pool. So you'll find that they stack. So you're about to see Howard on this side is going to do a lift. Oh, I think we're going to see two lots of lifts at the same. Okay, I'm not quite sure what William's up to, but that's very impressive. So now I think maybe, yes, anyway, so I'm not sure what you can see on the screen, but what I can see here is William making an outstanding attempt. Well done, William, that rocks. Brilliant work. He's obviously very happy with that. In fact, look at the scores from the judges. Someone loves him with a 10. The rest of them are in their 2s to 4s. Good on them. So now we'll actually look at the people who know what they're doing. So our Auckland Mermaids are in action, and you can see Howard will be on the top of a lift here. So what you might, if you were listening to the earlier cross, you'll know, oh, go Howard. That's how it's done. I reckon we could get William doing that with a bit more practice. So at the Olympics, in fact, there are men now.
This is so cool. That's Howard, who's doing it for the boys this morning. This is the, look at them go. This is the New Zealand Artistic Swimming Nationals for 2023 being held at Westwave in Henderson. These are highly skilled young people. Really, this takes a lot of strength and a lot of skill. We're going to leave you with these live pictures as William recovers. We'll be back in just a few moments. It's 8 to 9.
Bit of work you could though, mate. Bit of work you could have the luck of that. He's on me too. We love it. Good job, William.
Tonight on The Hui, rehabilitation over reoffending.